How's it going, everybody? My name is Absoulem and welcome back. This is part 3 of my full platinum walkthrough for Hollow Knight. In today's video, we're going to be confronting our depression, and when that inevitably fails, we'll go dive and play around in the sewers like the depressed dirty bug that we are. In today's video, we're fighting not just one main boss fight, but 2. So it's going to be an eventful chapter, and of course, before we get started and load up our save file, it's time for our foreshadowing quote for this chapter, which is, as we say in the sewers, if you're not prepared to go all the way, don't even put your boots in the first place. Am I right? Let's get down and dirty today, guys, and load up our save file, and I'll see you guys in-game. Alright, everybody, we left off here at the bench above the boss fight in Mantis Village, and so to get to the next area, we're going to do a little bit of backtracking first, and oh, well, good day to you too, sir, now that I own your village. I shall return at some point, I'm sure, or maybe I'll just leave you guys to wonder where I went as your leader. But anyways, so I'm going to do a little bit of backtracking for an NPC event that most of you might have missed. If you didn't, or I'm sorry, if you died to the boss, you probably saw him anyways. If you beat the boss first try, then you probably missed this interaction here, and it's an easy one to miss, especially if you've played this game before, because the Mantis Lords are not very difficult, so odds are you might not have talked to Quirrell here. So if you had died after you have to interact with the boss, and then you have to backtrack after a bench, or if you would interact with the boss and died, Quirrell would be located like right here. So if you wanted, you can speak to Quirrell. I died to the boss, so of course I had spoken to him. But I just wanted to point out that he is located right there if you haven't died. Not that it's important or anything, but just something to know. Alright, so I like to come from this side. And now we're going to be heading up. Excuse me. These are still some of my most favorite things in the game. These little, whoops. Okay, not everything has to be right where I'm at. We can save some enemies for the next Hollow Knight, that's all I'm saying. They kept being right where I was landing. Alright, just to show on the map where I'm at right here. So it's basically just go up through the fungal waste. Just keep going up. Doesn't really matter how you get there. Just keep going straight up. And then once you reach this floor right here, if you remember this is where we saw Hornet, this is where we need to go. So that's the location on the map. Alright, so now, ladies and gentlemen, Hollow Knight has finished holding your hand, okay, when it comes to parkour. Now this is a fraction of the way it gets later, okay? I have not stressed how hard the game is actually in platforming. Silksong was easy, okay? This game is kind of balls to the wall just right out from the start. So now this is our first like actual challenging area. Now it's not challenging if you're used to Hollow Knight, but for anyone that's maybe new, this might be your first time of like, oh shit, okay. Oh, okay, yeah, no, it's a lot harder. All right, so I'm gonna try to just show you what it looks like here. So it's a lot of the dash, and that you don't jump, just dash, and then you'll have to slide off walls and stuff. So for this one, you'll want to just dash straight ahead, and then try to stop on the ledge, or, you know, as you know, if you die, you'll save whatever progress you have. So this one, you're going to run into the front wall, slide down, and then dash into the next wall. And then you can jump up. Now let's quickly go get a soul statue. Boom, boom, boom. And now we can drop back down, and now it's a little bit more challenging. So we're going to run into the front wall, and then slide, and then dash like we did before. Ah, I think, yeah, it'll spawn you there. So first hit the bridge. That'll open up the other half. And now we have to do the other side. Like I said, this platforming section isn't all that hard, but it definitely isn't. It's definitely the hardest thing you've dealt with so far. So there we go. Not too crazy. It's a good warm up, I suppose. But now we have this bridge opened. You don't have to like do the unless you're a masochist and you want to do the platforming every time. You know, I'll leave that up to you. So we're gonna insert the city crest. Open. Oh. I'm sure that dead guy and the other dead guy and that third dead guy, that's probably... Oh, and the door shut behind it. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure this is a good area. I'm sure. Alright, so come up here. For some geos. Can't get enough geos. We're going to be very... Not like set up in terms of damage, really, but we are going to be doing a little bit of player upgrades. And I think at the end of today's chapter, my goal is to get you wealthy as well as very, like, set up, I would say, in the world. That's my goal today. So we have several areas to cover. Oh. Ah! Stop it! Why are they trying to kill me? What the heck, guys? Up. Don't go up just yet. Oh, okay. I was in the middle of healing, good sir. Is that how you fight? You're not an honorable knight, huh? Yeah, up is going to be an area that we unlock later. But I guess I can show it really quick so you know what I'm talking about. So there's this door right here. We'll come back for that. Ah, dang it. Alright, so now we're going to head down and ride an elevator. Those guys, you can let them blow up. They can kill an enemy for you if you time it right. Or if you hit them really early before they like actually blow up, you can kill them. Oh, that wasn't fair. That wasn't fair at all. Don't worry, there is a bench coming up if you're stressed out. Oh, hold on. There's a room right here to the right. Don't forget that. Because there's some big old lore that they're dropping. Big old lore right there. Oh, and look who it is. It's Quirrell. So that's the guy I was talking about at the beginning of the video. He would be in Mantis Village. You would speak to him. If he's not here, then rest and transport away and then come back. Or, you know, you could have spoken to him at the beginning and then maybe gone back to the bench in Mantis. But he should be here regardless. I'm just... I know sometimes like NPCs in this kind of game can be a little wonky when it comes to like if you speak to him and just go straight to a new area. So if he's not here, it just means that you have to talk to him and then rest or something like that, and then he'll show up. But yeah, Quirrell's here, and he's gonna drop some heavy wisdom on us. This is the friend that we met in the very beginning that was curious about the final boss room, or potentially the final boss room. So he's been seeking out answers throughout the world and kind of stalking us. I don't want to say it, but he is kind of stalking us. You're right, Quirrell. It is a beautiful place to rest. Let's get a thumbnail, shall we? All right. You could have smiled a little bit more, Quirrell. That's all I'm saying. It is a thumbnail. I'm going to have 1 million subscribers one day, Quirrell, and you're going to regret that. Okay? I guess we are in the City of Tears. There's no smiling here. All right, so drop down. And then there's some geos here next to this lovely enemy. And we're going to fall all the way down, and I've got a special treat for all of you guys. Oh boy, do I have a special treat. You guys are just so excited for this. You don't even know what you're excited for, but you should be excited. We're going to meet a new friend, everybody. Who's a friend for now, at least. This guy could have picked a better place to live. Alright, it's Plenty. Oh, Plenty, you got really fat. What the heck? It's the Nailsmith. This man's going to evolve into Plenty in the next game. Don't worry about it. But pay 250 geo to upgrade our nail. This will be our first weapon upgrade. Told you it was going to be a special treat. reforging is complete. You must continue on your journey. I do want something else. Can you upgrade my nail all the way? Oh, okay. I guess that wasn't a no. Just kind of wasn't a yes right now either. All right, I'm going to take the leap of faith. You don't have to. I just had to believe in myself and remember where the platforms were. Now, you don't need to kill these guys, but I want the geos. Anything I can get that gives me more money, the better. We are going to be making a number of purchases, but also we're going to be making quite a bit of money too. Oh, by the way, I think that tar, I believe it is safe to go in if you're wondering. Yeah. I try to avoid it just, you know, just because, but it is okay to land in. All right, lower the elevator. All right, now we're going to go get a collectible up on these platforms. You have to ride it and then jump off onto the platform and then deal with the enemies as we progress through the world here. It's weird how, like, the guys that are bigger... this guy right here takes 4 hits. And then the other one takes 3, even though he's bigger. And more lethal. It's just weird. I guess because he flies, they made it a little bit less. No. God, I hate... this game has the same mechanics. It's like I want to aim at him, but it like ends up picking it up. Oh, that was nice of that geo to land there. Anyway, so the hollowness seal will be right here. We should have 2 Wanderer Journal and 4 hollowness seals. These are relics that will turn in actually in a minute here. You'll start to notice our nail upgrade has been pretty nice. It's now like 1 less hit on everybody that you're used to. All right, now I can't remember. Yeah, I couldn't remember if there's an enemy down there, but we'll kill him later. So head up to the right. This will be the 2nd floor on the right. All right, and now let's see. We're gonna head down. We'll open the door on the left here. Right, like that. And then there's some geos right here. And then we're going to go do some trading. Some good old-fashioned trading right here. Now, this guy's kind of an asshole, so we don't have to be nice to him or anything like that. But let's first just go ahead and talk to him. He's already got an attitude. I just want to make that very clear. The man already has an attitude. I said like 3 things to him. But I bet when I give him some stuff, he'll all of a sudden be nice to me. Alright, so we're just selling everything we have for geos. All right. So now you should have a decent amount of geos here. All right. So we sold all those. We're at 3,500. That's pretty solid. All right. Now, if we went left here, that's where we were. And this is that enemy I said we would kill in a second. Because he doesn't get to just not die. Oh. Okay. I've drowned my first victim in this chapter. Or in this game, I suppose. I drowned a lot of people in Silksong. I didn't think I would do it again, but here we are. It's my curse. Alright, so we're going to get a cool cutscene right here. I would watch it. It's really cool, but... oh, look at who it is. Hornet, what are your thoughts on Shellwood? Have you made it past Bellheart and all that? Are you're still collecting the polyps? Oh, okay. Well, good luck. All right. Memorial to the Hollow Knight. How do they know that I'm about to be a legend? The Black Egg Temple has been added. That is the area that we met Quirrell in the very beginning that I said might or might not be the final boss room. I mean, just a good guess, I think, honestly. It's crazy that it ended up being pretty legit room there. But anyways, all you have to do is just inspect it. We don't have to do anything at the moment with that area. That will be obviously later in the game. So for now, with the doors and all that unlocked and we've sold the stuff to the shopkeeper, we are going to head up and continue on the main path. Oh. Oh. I'm gonna try to use the... Well, I guess not. I was gonna try to use the blowing up guy, but he's on the next floors. Sir, would you like to go get killed by a guy that's gonna blow up? Oh, no, no, no! He was supposed to follow me. Dang it. It didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Okay. So we're gonna continue this way. And then we'll hit that, which is gonna open up that door. And we'll fall down. Hit that lever, which opens up these doors. And then drop down right here, but watch out. And there is our rancid egg right here. These are items we can use at an NPC later in the game. It's not really that important. They're just used to like get your souls back kind of thing. Ah, I did it. I finally killed somebody with it. Anyways, there are some geos right here. Alright, and now that we've gotten those two items, we can go ahead and actually call the elevator. This is just the elevator that we could have taken up. I'm just showing it like we've opened up the whole hallway now. This is back where we started. So everything should be opened at this point. All 3 stops, except for that door right there. But we're going to go down and open that in a second. It's not really crucial, I guess, that you open this, but, you know, it's nice to have everything opened up. Alright, now to the right's somewhere we can't get to just yet. So instead we're going to head up the elevator. And there's a grub that we're going to open up. Right here. Hello, Mr. Grub. God, I look like a creep just looking in the glass. Wow. Alright, go home so I can get some geos off of you. From your dad. Alright, so we're not going to head right just yet, alright? We are going to go left, but there's maybe a mini lockdown right here. Oh, that was close. Alright, so after the lockdown, head up. And you hear the lovely sounds of Mr. Cornifer. First, we can buy the map and the bench, and then we'll buy the map. If you don't have the money, I would suggest buying the map because we're gonna have another bench in just a second. So you could always buy this bench later, but at least get the map. That's part of the trophies. The benches are not. I was actually kind of surprised that, like, trophy-wise, they wouldn't make it where, like, unlock all benches or something. Like, I thought that would be something. Because there's some secret areas that benches exist in the game, you know, even in Silksong. Like, there's areas that are off limits unless you know how to get there, and there's benches, and that would have been, to me, a pretty good, you know, trophy, I suppose, but whatever. So yeah, as you can see, we are right here on the map. So we're gonna backtrack and first talk to our boy Zote, or Zadi. Alright, so Zadi's still in a lovely mood, as you can tell. But actually, the City of Tears might be where he belongs. So open up this door right here, and you might remember that this is where I was like, hey, we can go up. So now we have a full lap if you need to come this way from the very beginning or not. Oh, I forgot about those spikes. Whoops. Okay, we are fighting everybody at once, it seems. Alright. That was smart. Like, let's go get everyone's attention. Alright, and then... Oh, if you see these things, don't worry about them. That's for later. No spoilers. So kill those enemies, and then we can go to the third floor where we'll get an item. Get over the platform so I can take your geos. There you go. Nope, 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 nope. Alright, now this is an important item here. It is a simple key, which is, if you know anything about gaming ever, keys are always a big item. Alright, let's miss every... Okay, I didn't miss everyone. I almost missed every platform. Let's not talk about that. Alright, to the top left corner. Alright, and there's going to be another Wanderer journal here. So let's pick that up. No witnesses. Now, if you need a bench, there is one. Just follow the signs up to the right there. That way. But I'm going to, since I'm not like dying or something, I'm going to go left first. And we're going to open up a shortcut, and we're going to do a little lockdown room. So if you're a little worried about dying, then go ahead and hit the bench first that was to the top right, and then backtrack. When you're ready, buy the elevator here. Now, you might or might not remember this elevator from, I think, Chapter 1. This is from the Forgotten Crossroads. It was when you'll remember it, at this part where we were at the very bottom, and I was like, oh, we can't go that way. There's an elevator. That is why we couldn't access the elevator yet, but now we can. So now there's a couple secrets in this room. So let's just start by killing everybody. Oh, I'm facing the wrong way like an idiot. Alright, and then we'll drop down the spikes. And there's usually a lot like right when you land, so just be careful. That went relatively smooth. And, ladies and gentlemen, a mask shard. Or, I'm sorry, a vessel fragment. Whoops. Mask shard's later. Mask shard is later. Alright, so get the vessel. And then there is some geos that I need to pick up as well, now that we've killed everybody. Or, well, all the people down here. So right here... some lovely geos. All right, so that's that room. Whoa. Whoa. Oh my goodness. I'm getting attacked by bugs in real life, guys. What the fuck? I just had a fly land on me. Ugh. Dude, this is what I get. I'm in Texas here, and you leave the door open at all. It's like you have creatures. You never know what you're going to get. All right. Cut the chain. That's going to be our thing. And I guess I just wanted to showcase this room really quick. Actually, no, it's below. Let's open up the stag station. Actually, I might be thinking of a different room. All right, so grab that. We are going to, let's see. Yeah, we're going to head back to Dirtmouth, or dirtmouth. All right. Whoa, shit. I'm sorry. Shit. I almost killed our buddy. Alright, so we are going to speak to our boy here, who has some new lore. Just talk to him until he hits you with the bench line, where he's like, it's made of iron. That's always his, like, default line. Yeah, this one right here. Once you get to that, you know that you've exhausted all of his new dialogue. So we don't need to discuss anything with her unless you haven't bought all the stuff. Or all the big stuff. The compass and quill and stuff. Alright, so I just want to showcase our nail to him since he had promised to upgrade it, but he never did. So just want to show him what a real nailsmith looks like. Alright, so we're going to start by buying the mask shard now that we have plenty of money. Good, good. Now, depending on if you had gotten the boss that's in Forgotten Crossroads, right where it says Ancestral Mound, there's that path to the left that I haven't actually completed. If you had done that, then right here you would unlock your trophy for getting 4 mask shards. If not, then don't worry about it. We're going to get that later on. But I'm just saying, if you had gotten that 4th one, then that would be your 4th mask shard. So there's that. And then we're also going to buy the Gathering Swarm and the Stalwart Shell. And even though we can buy like most of everything else, we're not going to just yet. So just buy the 2 charms and the mask shard, and that'll be it. If you can't afford the charms, then don't worry about it. Just buy them at some point. But I would highly advise that you get those charms because it's gonna make our life a lot easier. Because this one collects the geos, and that makes your life so much better. And then obviously the compass and the soul catcher. Now you can set it up differently. I'm running the compass so that you guys can, you know, see where I'm at on the map. But if you want to set something up to be a little bit more lethal or something, you know, feel free to play around with it. But the Gathering Storm is really good for these like early game areas. It's really quick too, so you don't have to wait for them to get to you. All right, so back to city storerooms. All right, so now rest of the bench here in case you die. That way you have a checkpoint here, not, you know, back in Dirtmouth. Yeah, that room I'm thinking of is in a different spot. That's later. I'll show you what it looks like with the Gathering Storm. See, like, I'm not trying, and then it just, all of them are immediately back in my pocket. Oh, it's always the spikes, I forget. Alright, so we're heading back down to where Cornifer was, and then back down to where that lockdown was. What's up, cornifer? Corny? Oh, he probably doesn't like that, actually. Oh, we both had the idea to jump, huh? Are you really gonna chase me like an asshole? I let you live. What'd you learn? All right, in this next room, we're gonna have our first ghost encounter. Scooby-Doo is nowhere near, so be careful. Now, he's not hard to kill. He's like 4 hits, maybe? Yeah, 4. Nothing crazy. But from this point forward, ghosts are going to start spawning frequently until we've killed the boss. They are a tad bit annoying. Now, up and to the right's where we need to go, but... or actually, hang on. Let me... Yeah. Okay. I do want to show this room, though. So, if you come up here, there is a door that's going to have a really important ability. And we can't get up there. So just don't worry about this room just yet. We'll have to return later. Once we have a key that we won't get until, yeah, like I said, later. It's not necessarily a late game key, but it's pretty late. It depends on how you go about it, first of all. If you need soul, these are the new soul totems. You break these. And they absorb the stuff. Alright, now head to the left. And you'll have to go, like, manually first. Sure, you can tell that these guys are a little annoying. All right, the record of Abba. All right, now that we've opened up the gate, we can drop back down to the elevator. And this will be our first, like, mini boss of this area. It's a soul warrior. Not hard at all. It's actually a really fun boss fight in the Pantheon. I like it, at least. But yeah, anytime he jumps like that, you jump over him. Because we don't have the soul shade to go through him right now. And then you just get out of the way. And that's pretty much it. In the Pantheon, he has the ghosts that we've been fighting. They summon while you're fighting him. Ah. There we go. And lots of geos. Nothing hard. Alright, now we're gonna head or continue down the main path. Just kill ghosts and keep progressing. Should be another ghost up here any second now. Alright, open that door, then we can head up. Oh, I should have healed first. What was I doing? No, I wasted a whole thing of soul. Oh, we got it back. It was very crucial I got that. Alright, there's usually a lot of these guys in here. Alright, we're going all the way down, and then we can go... Man, that was a close one. Go ahead and activate that soul. I knew I saved it for a reason. Alright, then keep heading left, and there's a secret room right up here. Obviously, a lot of these guys. They don't want you to get the item that's in that room. But we're gonna get it anyways. It's Spell Twister. We're gonna have so many twisted spells. No, but that secret room's good to do at the end because then you get all the soul back, basically. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to fight a boss, and here are some even more souls if you need to refresh. But this boss is pretty fun. I'll show you a couple tricks to it for healing and stuff like that. You'll see our boys lurking in the background. It's a Soul Master. So you're just going to chase him around. Anytime he does the dive, you just jump over his attack. And then this one, you're just always chasing after him, basically. Get like 1 or 2 hits. Now in this one, you can hit him while jumping over the things, but if you need to heal, stand in the middle, and on his way back like that, you're always going to be invincible. Shit, hold on. So we're just chasing, getting a hit. So right here, we jump, hit him. Well, never mind. I actually hurt him. Now that one you can jump and pogo on him. Oh, I wasn't ready to jump. All right, right here. So you hit him once or twice, and then if you stand in the middle, you'll always be safe to heal on the way back, like so. Now on the pogo, you can dash and keep up with his pace, you know, like I just did. Like so. Not today, sir. There we go. And now that's phase 1. Phase 2 is a lot easier. He's going to do a bunch of dives, and then we'll basically just tee off on him because he stands still afterwards. So try to grab the ability, or his soul. But we're not strong enough to absorb him yet, so he's going to kick us out. And now just wait, and you're just going to bait him. So anytime... It's kind of like a second after he appears, like right now. Just wait that like half second, and once he stops, he'll be somewhere random. Now you just want to hit him as fast as you can and avoid the orbs. That wasn't fair. They spawned an orb on me. Oh, see, I wasn't quick enough. But it's okay. You just do it again. He's probably like 1 or 2 hits away. Depends on where he like is. Sometimes he'll be on the ground. You can actually just get him in one go, but sometimes he's in the air and the jump time takes a little bit of time. Yeah, as you can see, 1 hit wasn't crazy. Now, you'll see that his spirit is leaving his body, so the natural thing that we need to do is go ahead and gobble it up. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Give me that spirit. Yum. I'm not a psychopath, you are. Alright, we unlocked Desolate Dive, a new ability. Now, his body is going to stay here permanently, and that's important for later in the game. So, I guess I should explain it, even though we're not there yet. There's going to be a thing later in the game that we get called the Dream Nail, and there are some bosses and some items around the world that if you Dream Nail them, you either get lore, or you unlock a memory, or you unlock a secret boss fight. There's a lot of different types of things you can Dream Nail, but that's going to be later. This body will remain here permanently because he is one of the bosses that requires a second run through. He's the Soul Master, and then the upgraded one is the Soul Tyrant. So, just something to note. There's a little soul totem here if you need it. But go ahead and get yo juicy geos. Good. Now there is a missable grub here. Well, not missable, but you know what I mean. Like, it's easy to miss because you wouldn't see it. Oh, I thought I got them all. What the heck? So you have to have soul to do this. So if you're ever out of soul like this, you can either find a new enemy that you just wait a second and they'll spawn again. Or you have the soul totems if you're lucky. So let's see. Yeah, to do the desolate dive, you have to have soul. So just keep that in mind. But, you know, you can always just hang out a second or leave the room or something. Alright, pick up a hollow nest seal right there. Another soul totem. Alright. Okay, right here, you'll see the floor is vibrating. Now you'll hear that grub. Everybody die! This is why I like that, the charm that gets us all of our geos. We don't have to wait around or anything. So you'll come back the way you dropped down, and this time head to the left, and you'll be able to break the grub open. So there you go. And now just head up. We'll be below the boss fight. His body's still there. Just give it a nice smooch, and we can head on. And break that. And now we'll head over here to this one. And break that. And now we're back where we fought that soul tyrant. Or, yeah, soul warrior. Sorry, not soul tyrant. Now we're just heading all the way down, is the plan. Back where that shopkeeper was. We're going to sell our item again. I'll go this way. Alright, so once you get all the way down here, we can go to the right again for the shopkeeper. And we've, of course, picked up 2 new items, so we're going to sell those. Get you even more geo. All right, buddy. Stop. I don't like you, sir. Okay, so now we are going to inspect this. And we're going to use our simple key, like so. The one that we picked up from earlier. And when you're ready, we're going to dive into the sewers. Woo! Welcome to the Royal Waterways. Alright, let's see. We're gonna go right for some geos really quick. Now these guys are funny. So pop these open, And there is a secret door right here. And there's going to be Tuck, or Took. And she sells rancid eggs. So I'm going to buy one just to, like, you know, let her know I'm not a cheap bastard, okay? Just always, you know, just give me one of them. I don't need any more. Not required at all. I just like to be a good customer. And now some more geos. Good. Good. Ow. Okay, stop. Trying to kill. Oh, I thought I died. Or I thought he died. That wasn't very nice of them. That Geo is struggling, dude. Look at that. I've harnessed the power of Geos. There's a soul brother, soul token, or totem right there. Alright, we're gonna head left to the bench here. So you'll have to desolate dive right here. And we can rest the bench. That's going to update our lovely map that we do not own just yet. But now we're going to head back up. Keep going all the way where we dove down. Those guys, they take 2 health too. It's crazy. Alright, now there's a secret wall right here. We're going to free that grub. Alright, now we're going to head to the top side of this area. So we're heading up to the top here. The bottom side you can go, but it's a waste of time because we're going to come back that way. Now this is a new type of enemy, so once you kill him, his head comes alive and then his other half comes alive. So always kill all 3 sections. This area is going to be a little bit frustrating for some of you, I imagine. The enemies, especially when you come back for the secret boss, it can be a little bit annoying because the enemies are just in abundance, like an insane amount. All right, so go up over here. So imagine that, but with like 20 of them, you know? Oh, I couldn't get out of the way. That still hit me. Oh, okay. No, that's fine. All right, grab that rancid egg. Nice soul totem here. And then there's some geos. No, no, no. Oh, damn it. That was annoying. I was so mad about that. Yep. It's probably better, honestly, if I just die. That's so annoying, guys. I can't heal. I can't... Yeah. I fell down. You're not supposed to fall down. Well, luckily it's right here. We're just getting a sneak peek for the second half of this area. Of course, it's the one enemy you can't, like, hurt. Where's my body? Imagine losing 4,000 geos. Ugh, gross. I'm not going to show these items just yet on this side, because like I said, we are coming back. I just made an oopsies, okay? It happens. Alright, well, I'm just going to sprint back to where we were. No need to fight all these people. Oh my god, they followed me! Ah! Alright, let's try this again, huh? Come over here. I like fighting you on the ground. Okay. So now, back to what we were doing, was opening this geo chest. Ignore the insane sounds. I told you there's a lot of them. Alright, now when you're ready, you can head to the left here. Now, it is a lockdown. Come on. There we go. Well, at least we got our journal entry done. Man, crushing this geo power. I hit that. That's going to open up the door below, which is important. Hello, cornifer. I don't know how he always beats us here. But buy the map. Oh my, I always do that. I'm hitting the wrong button. Alright, so we have royal waterways. Now there's a lot of secret areas in this this place. So yeah, we're not going to be able to do all of it, but we are going to get most of it. But there's a really high level boss later on. So now you might or might not remember where we are. This is where we picked up the charm right here, and then I said there was an NPC we could save once we had the right abilities. Well, now we do. These guys are impressed. Wow! So this is a little bit tricky here, but not too bad. So go all the way to the top here, and you're going to dash, slide off that wall. You have to basically dash across. You're just gonna barely make it to that wall, and then you'll slide, and then you'll dash again to the other wall. And that's how you get up. All right, and now you're gonna run into the wall and slide, and then dash, 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 dash. This is a diagonal one, so be careful. And then you'll slide on the left wall and dash, and then you're here. Hello. So yeah, in this game, there's a handful of NPCs that you can rescue or not, and they kind of affect some other things if you don't rescue them. The first one was Zote, the warrior guy, when we saved him from that boss. So this is our second NPC that we could save. So exhaust her dialogue, and then we can go back to the royal waterways because we're still a dirty little bug. We're not done playing around in the sewers. Alright, so now we're going to head to the low side where I strategically wanted to showcase early. Just wanted to give you guys a little foreshadowing. So we're going to drop down. Oh my goodness, oh my gosh, let me, no, stop. Anyways, right here is a mass shard. This will be where you get your trophy. Yay! 4 masks. That is called protected. You should have protected at this point. Now, you might have already gotten it like I had said from earlier, but you should have it. At least by now. So, there you go. Those guys are so annoying. Now there's going to be another rancid egg coming up here in a second. And this will add a thing to your journal there by killing one of those. And rancid egg. Now we're back. And back to the bench we go. So that is like, you can see the left side that connects back to Mantis Village. We've completed that side. We've completed the top side. But now this lower side that we're in, there's like a whole bunch of secret paths we can take. But there's only really one main path. But they all kind of go to the same spot. So first, open up the shortcut here. And we can get a rancid egg. Again. Like I said, it doesn't really matter if you go this way or another way. I'm going to go left and down. So this way. And now you'll probably see the floor shaking and stuff like that because it is scared of us. But yeah, as you can see, there's the bench. So, like I said, it all loops back around, but I wanted that rancid egg and the geos and stuff. So whatever you want to do, whether you want to just go straight here and skip all that or not, that's fine. But when you're ready, break through the floor. This will be our first, like, secret area. Oh, but we got the journal. I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh. Alright, doesn't really matter if you go left or right. They both go in the same area. Now this room kind of sucks, so I would heal up if you need to. I'm going for these guys first. Die, die, dude, die. Please. Oh my gosh. I hate when they're like in you and you're like, I can't do anything about that. Alright, now I can actually fight. Wow. Either I suck at this area or that's kind of annoying. Leave me alone, sir. A lot of those guys. Oh. Man, I had to lock in. I had to lock in right there. That was a little crazy. I told you it'd be a lot here, did I not? Let's get that soul totem. I need it. I'm not above a good soul totem. This leads to a secret boss, by the way. The fluke worm, something like that. But luckily, we don't have to fight it right now. It's funny because, like, the boss itself is an absolute joke once you get your nail upgraded, but right now it's a nightmare. But as soon as it's upgraded, it's like, literally you can, like, pretty much instantly kill it. It's crazy how easy it becomes. But if you tried to fight it right now, you're going to be in a world of hurt. So right here, this, like, secret room right here, this leads to the boss. So I will show it just so you know what not to go do. But there's a boss right there, and if you go and hit it, then it'll start the boss fight. And I would advise not to do that right now. We'll come back. Alright, get these geos. Now we're gonna loop back to the bench, because this was the end of the secret area. So you might remember where we are. Boom. So now that is that bottom area. So now you can see there's two more paths, one to the far right and down, and one to the far right and up. We are going to the one that goes up. The one that goes down leads to a later area, so we're not actually going to be doing that today. So as far as how you get there, that's up to you. So right here, you want to reach this general area, and you'll start to see all the walls are covered in shit. That's how you know you're in the right place. And this is the Dung Defender, the boss. I really like this boss, actually. I think it's a fun one. I think his attitude is kind of the funniest part of him. He's quite the character. But in terms of how to fight this guy, here, I'll pause it so you can actually hear me. The way you fight him is he doesn't really like have any dash attacks or anything like that. He mainly just throws dung balls at you, or he does like a dive where he goes underground, and then you just want to not be wherever he pops up at. And then also the dung balls will bounce around the arena. So it's really just avoid the dung balls at all costs. And then otherwise you can just hit him a bunch of times and just avoid him when he goes underground. So it's really not that hard. Just keep like a foot or two off of him and you'll always miss the dung balls. So right there, see I have about a foot. Now you can dash to miss him when he dives under you. But if you're always keeping about a foot distance, you'll always miss him. Also in this one you can, well, you can pogo him up. There we go. Oh, of course. You can try to dash through it. Sometimes it doesn't work like you just saw. You're always just trying to keep just to the side of him. Whatever side, doesn't matter. Oh, it's always like perfectly where I'm at. Alright, let's bounce him. Uh-oh. Now he's gonna do his, like, spaz attack. He's gonna pop up a bunch of times. Oh. I don't like that he hit me. But we can knock him on his butt. He should be close now. I'm gonna hit him with a soul blast. What'd you think of that, brother? Really now? You're not dead. How is this man still breathing? There we go. He had one extra phase than I remembered. Bye. Got him. Alright, pick up the Defender's Crest. You'll see him in the background. His legs are sticking out of the dung. Anyways, what we're going to do now is this is a secret room right here that I need soul for. So let me go collect some soul really quick by killing these guys. There we go. Now this is not a room we need just yet, but right here underneath this, actually first let's hit the lever. It's gonna drain the fluids. All right, now you're gonna desolate dive right here. And that's a secret room. That's a pretty highly missable room, I would say. And that's gonna have the King's Idol. Now over here is going to be a thing that we'll come back to later, so don't worry about that. For now, you just want to open it up, pick up the King's Idol, and we can move on. Back to the main path here. And now there's a tricky parkour section, but don't go all the way down. We're just going to pick up the small amount of geos in these couple spots. Also, if you aim upward when you're swinging, you won't like knock yourself left or right. That's a good idea. So right here, you'll have to jump and then quickly dash. Don't spend too much time. Otherwise, you'll jump into the spikes. And then there's one more pile of geos that we can collect. Right there. And then we're not going to go any further down. That's an area we're not ready for yet. In case the entrance wasn't clear. It's not a very welcoming area. We'll be back. But I want to get those geos because that way we don't have to like backtrack on this section right here. Now there's one more enemy, and then we can head to the right. Boom. Now go up and to the left. We're going to go across here. And this is an area that we're not going to do right now, but I just want to go open up the shortcut so that we have a faster way to get here. So you're just heading all the way to the left. And you're going to hit this lever right here. No, he was going to go drown himself. What the heck? Now they're just drowning themselves for me. Anyways, this is back, we're at that big fountain, if you remember. The statue of us. Alright. So yeah, I just wanted to open that up so we have a faster way to get to this section if we need it. But we're going to leave this area for later. So for now, head back to our path that we were on right here, and you can head to the right. And we're going to skip all these guys. We will kill them in the next chapters. But for now, I just want to make sure you can get to a bench because I know we're taking a while here. This is the end of the chapter pretty much. I'm just trying to get us there. This is that room I was thinking of earlier. So I wanted to showcase this. It's pretty interesting. There's the bench and the stag station, but it's been broken. Kind of a sad sight. Sad, sad, sad. And there is the shortcut right here. I just wanted to show that. So you go underneath. Get this on your map here, and then we can free this grub. Go home, buddy. Go home. And now there's more stuff down that path that we will get to in a later section, but I just wanted to at least free the grub. And now we can finish this chapter by resting. So go up one floor. Oh. Go up to this floor right here. And this will be the actual bench and stag station, the new one. So, of course, we'll buy the stag. We have plenty of geos. Come here, buddy. All right. And we're going to head to dirtmouth. All right, and I'm going to leave off here, and we're going to pick up in the next chapter where we will progress even further. But just a little recap, we have all of these new charms that we own. So yeah, we are making decent progress there. And then, let's see, we have these maps so far, all, what is this, 6 maps? So yeah, we got a good chunk of that done. As you can see, Royal Waterways is mostly finished. There are still some secret stuff there that we need to collect. But for the most part, we're making decent progress. On all these different areas. Fungal waste is for the most part finished. There's still a few more sections. All of these areas, despite even if we have finished them, they all have secrets hidden. Once we get all the abilities, we'll be able to like kind of backtrack and collect any forgotten lore or items that we missed since we didn't have the abilities. So there's still a lot to do in all of these areas left, but we are making decent progress. So anyways, that is the end of the chapter, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.